This is part 2 of predicting every game from week 2 of the NFL. And last week we went 11 for 16. Pretty good, but I think we can do a little bit better. Part 1 is already on the page. Make sure you go check it out. And then now we're doing part 2. With the first game being Seahawks-Steelers. Two teams that I was really low on heading into the season, and obviously the Steelers showed out last week. We got a vintage Rodgers performance, and the Seahawks really looked average. I think we're going to have to go with the Steelers. I think that coming off a week like that, how do you bet against them against a very average team? Next, we got Titans-Rams. And go ahead and give me the Rams. The Titans played well last week, and they probably would have won if the receivers were actually able to catch the ball. But I think that this Rams offense is still pretty good, and I think that the defense played pretty decent last week against Houston. The Titans are still going to struggle with pressure, and I think that this Rams defense is going to be able to get pressure on Cam Ward. Then we got Panthers-Cardinals. I know I picked the Panthers to win last week, and that turned out to be a dud. But I do think that this is the game that the Panthers could bounce back in and play a lot better. Last week they had some unlucky turnovers, a delay in the middle of the game. I think that they could bounce back and potentially beat the Cardinals. But Will Johnson looks to be a defensive rookie of the year candidate. And with how bad the Panthers run defense was last week, I think we're going to have to take the Cardinals. Next up, Broncos-Colts. The Broncos were a team last week that really seemed to struggle against the Titans. They got a lot of pressure on Cam Ward, but the offense took a while to get going. And then you have the Colts, a team that overperformed, destroyed the Dolphins, and Daniel Jones looked pretty good. With an improved Colts defense and a struggling Broncos offense in the first game, I really don't know who to take. And in my mind, it boils down to who do I think is more likely to have a bad week, Bo Nix or Daniel Jones? And honestly, I think Daniel Jones is more likely to have a bad week. This was Daniel Jones' passing chart from last week. If they're just able to take away the short intermediate passes, I think the Broncos will win this game. So go ahead and give me the Broncos. Next, you have Eagles-Chiefs, Super Bowl rematch. Give me the Birds. The Chiefs defense really struggled against the Chargers, and they might have it worthy out. And I think that the Eagles offense is just now getting into tune. A.J. Brown obviously wasn't involved enough last week, and I think that this week he will be involved a lot more. Especially now that Jalen Carter is playing, the defense of the Eagles should look a lot better as well, so give me the Eagles. Then Sunday Night Football, we got Falcons and the Vikings. This one, give me the Falcons. I know the Vikings just came off a pretty immaculate win against the Bears, but that was the Bears. The Falcons looked pretty good against the Bucs last week, and if they didn't miss that field goal to tie the game, I think they might have won it in overtime. So go ahead and give me the Falcons. Then next up, for another Sunday Night Football game, we have the Buccaneers and Texans. Give me the Bucs. This Texans O-line struggled last week, and I think that this Buccaneers team is just better all around than the Texans now. Now, Monday Night Football, Chargers-Raiders. Two teams I'm super high on this year. The Raiders had a great game against the Patriots. Geno looked amazing, and then so did Justin Herbert against the Chiefs. But I think that all around, Chargers are the better team. Give me the win there.